guys, it's Rachel from Ray K Books, and today I'm going to do a discussion with you. There are a lot of topics going around on BookTube, and I'd like to add the thoughts, and that there's 4 topics I kind of want to go through, and that is being critical, diversity, hate on BookTube, and sponsorship, because I have things to say about all of them. Let's start with the first one, which is being critical. And I am very iffy on this one. Personally, my rule on my channel is to not review a book under 3 stars. It's my rule. If I don't like a book, if I absolutely hate it and I need to say something about it, I go on to Goodreads and I write a whole GIF review about how much I didn't like the book. But on BookTube, I do at least 3 to 5 stars because I don't want to hurt an author at all. I want to help them succeed and grow in their career. So yes, I'm going to only review on my channel books I like. There was one booktuber, I forgot which video she did, but she said that she doesn't trust people who only give 5 out of 5 stars. I know a lot of people who have said that. You might be a little iffy on that as well, because on my Princess Diaries review, book versus movie, I told you that I couldn't finish the book because Mia, the main character, was so annoying. Yet, I gave the book 3 out of 5 stars. So if I couldn't finish the book, yet I give it a 3 out of 5 stars instead of a 1, because usually when you don't finish a book, it's because it's that terrible, is because there was more things that I liked about it that I didn't like, but I just couldn't continue because of the main character, who is the voice. I was actually kind of afraid that people were going to catch on and say, well, if you didn't finish that book and you gave it a good rating, that makes no sense. So I hope that I kind of conveyed to you why I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, but that's kind of what people are talking about, which is you're not being critical enough. If you only post reviews on books that you like, I see no problem with that because you're just reviewing your favorite books. And I totally get that. I like hearing about books that they like and that they recommend me. I want to expand my reading, you know, like to just different genres, different books. And that's why I like reviews that are positive. So there are people out there, again, that don't like that, but there are people like me who are okay with 5 out of 5 star reviews. The second thing I want to talk about is diversity, and so there's a little problem, and that is people are getting upset because only young adult books are being reviewed. People are getting a little bored because they want other genres. I think that there are some booktubers, not a lot, I'm not saying everyone, but I think that there is a certain amount of booktubers that only do young adult because those are what's popular. I think people are just really not liking is that everybody's reviewing the same books. And so what I suggest is if you like young adult, pick up a book that no one has reviewed yet and review that. I personally love the romance genre and I review romance books, but if you look at my views, they are really low. The only reason why one of the Gina Showalter books is so popular is because she put it on her Facebook page and then I'm okay if nobody sees my review, and I get why, because most of the BookTube community likes Catching Fire and likes classic books, and that's awesome, but there aren't a lot of romance lovers out there. My conclusion on diversity is if you want to review young adult, then review young adult. Like, just do it. Just review it. I think it's fine, but I suggest reviewing a book that nobody has reviewed or few people have reviewed and be different in that way. Maybe start with some indie authors. If there are a few that I really love and there's a lot more that I don't like, but nobody reviews those, and it also helps out the authors. So maybe try to go in that direction. The third thing I want to talk about is hate on BookTube. So this one booktuber, I think his name is Jack, he talked about hate and how there's this one person who hated on his tag, didn't review correctly or something like that. And this I have a little bit of a problem with. Everybody is viewing BookTube as this little tiny community, but everybody is also realizing that it's growing really fast. Since this BookTube community is growing so much, there are going to be rotten apples. There are going to be people that you just don't like. It's gonna happen. Right now, everybody is very lovey-dovey, and I like you too, and everybody's so happy. But in the future, there are going to be people that are going to join this community, and you're not going to like them. You're not going to like what they say. You're not going to like their hate and their reviews, and it's going to suck. But this is the internet, and this is where people have free speech. So if a reviewer that just starts is very demeaning to their audience and, starts tweeting mean things, it just comes with the territory. PewDiePie, who is the #1 most subscribed on YouTube, who has filming this, 31 million subscribers, disabled all of his comments because there was so much hate in these comments. The most subscribed YouTuber disabled their comments because of hate. This is YouTube. So I just want everybody to know that in the future, there's going to be some rotten apples. You can do what Jack did and point and say, this is what he did. This is really mean. He's really mean. Look what he's doing. Looking at the comments before he took the video down, you could see that there were people defending the person that he was talking about, which means that this reviewer that was giving Jack hate has followers and is doing something right, and people like him. So as much as Jack and other people don't like this certain booktuber, there's nothing you can do, and there's gonna be more. The last thing I'd like to talk about is sponsorship. There's this whole dilemma with users, and that is, if a reviewer is being sponsored, does that sway what they're saying? And the answer is yes. Let's say HarperCollins says, here is a book, Rachel. I'm gonna pay you $500 to promote it. Do you think I'm gonna go on camera and say, this book sucks? I hated the plot, the writing was terrible, and the characters were too stupid. Am I going to say that? Of course I'm not going to say that, because the publisher is paying me to promote it. The publisher is seeing me as a bank and as an investment. This is a business transaction. So HarperCollins would be giving me money because they want money back. They go to the top booktubers because they have the most sway with sales. So if a booktuber says how terrible a book is, and people like this reviewer and take what they say to heart, they're not going to buy the book, and the publisher is out of money. It is my hope that if a publisher goes to one of these people that are sponsored and says, hey, can you promote this book? I hope that they research the book and they read the book first, and if they like it, they'll promote it, instead of just taking it because it's money and not reading it and not even liking it and promoting it. So it really depends how they're doing this. I don't personally know. I don't know what happens behind the scenes. People who are doing this could be very genuine because they do like the book, because they're picking books that they like. And so there could be that, or it could be completely different. But being paid does sway you because the publisher wants something out of it, and you don't want to piss off the publisher. So those are my thoughts on these topics, and you could completely disagree with them. I understand, I get it. If you do disagree, I'd actually like to know why. So leave a comment down below. I'd like to start the discussion, what you think of these topics. If you disagree with what I say, why, and let's just have a talk. Let's do this. This is my first discussion video, so I hope I didn't offend people. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you later.